Welcome to the Park Moms podcast for your host, Hailey.
And Bekah.
This is a place where we laugh and chat about the chaotic bliss of raising young kids.
Whether you're about to take a hot mom walk or start a load of laundry,
let's get to yapping.
Let's get yapping. I guess
it really has been a minute. Oh my gosh, the lives that we have lived since we've recorded.
The last time we recorded feels like a lifetime ago. I did the math though, it's really not that long ago.
Was that before Christmas or after?
After Christmas, I think about 7 weeks ago. So
okay, so do you know what? I guess postpartum, because we kind of took a break but we stopped even earlier before I was postpartum because I'm 5 weeks right now. So lots of changes. You're now brunette.
Yeah.
I'm more blonde. I'm not pregnant.
I'm pregnant. I remember I was 7 weeks pregnant when we recorded last, and I'm almost 15 weeks pregnant.
My gosh.
So I knew.
So it's only been 7 weeks, but the things that have changed, the lives we have lived, the things we have to share.
The longest time of you're in the newborn thickness, I'm in first trimester thickness. It is the longest days of your life.
Well, you're officially out of the first trimester now.
Yeah, but I don't have to still have all the symptoms, so I'm don't feel like it.
Yeah, just call it the first trimester. Honestly, just
when is the second trimester end? I
think it goes 1 to 12, 13 to something.
26 or 27 maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'm way too sleep deprived to do that math.
I'm pretty far from the third trimester, so I'm good to say first trimester for now.
Yeah, you can, especially if you have the symptoms. But it's so exciting. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I was gonna get into it.
Should we just get into it?
Let's get into it. I feel like we should start with your life first. I will say though, just a crazy thought out there. We're gonna have 8 kids between the two of us.
No, that is a whole damn preschool.
I will say, when I knew people had 4 kids, I was like, are you serious? You are so old. You're literally old. And I don't want to be friends with you because you're old.
And we're gonna have 4 kids. To be fair, we banged them out.
We did it young?
We did it young.
Did you have people ask you, is this your first?
Yeah, let me just tell you, when I am out in public with just my newborn, which isn't very often, someone's like, oh, how old? And I'm 2 weeks. And they're like, whoa. And then they're like, is this your first? And I'm like, my 4th. And they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just the confidence build. It kind of reinstates, no, what I'm doing is crazy.
Yeah. And also, you look so young.
I don't know about that.
I think that's basically what the compliment is saying is this your first? It's oh, you look young enough for this to be your first. That's how I take it. I'm like, thank you.
I'm like, I either look young or I look like I have no idea what I'm doing.
When I say 4th, though, they're like, ah.
No.
How do you have 4 kids?
4 is crazy. I just want to say, for everyone out there who told me that from 3 to 4 wasn't a big difference, you lied.
Yeah, tell me everything.
Should we go into? I don't even know where to start.
Let's go through your lives I've
lived.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess let's just get into it. I'm 5 weeks postpartum.
5 weeks. That seems so short but so long.
It feels like an eternity, but also feels like I had her yesterday.
Yeah.
But we don't need to go into my whole birth story. Everything was great. She was great. It was I feel like the one thing is I totally manifested that I was going to go into labor that day. Because I was still, 2 weeks early? But the problem was my parents were leaving out of town the next day and they were supposed to watch my other kids.
Oh my gosh.
So it was and they were going to be gone for a week. So it was either that I had her that day.
Yeah.
And they stayed home from their trip and then left on their trip later, or I had to wait a whole other week. So I woke up, I did all the things.
We were going to podcast that night, if you remember.
We were going to podcast that night, yes.
So
and I was like, sorry, I don't think we're going to podcast tonight. I was doing the workouts. I was doing the curb walking. I was doing the tea. I was doing all the other things that I can't probably say on the internet.
Did you get stripped?
And then I got my membrane stripped.
Okay.
And it put me into labor. Thank goodness. Everything was great. It is just crazy what we go through when we give birth. It is actually crazy.
How was your birth compared to your other births?
I want to say that my 3rd was a little bit easier. This one was hard because she was kind of stuck in the birth canal, so I didn't progress for a long time. So they had me doing some crazy things, but honestly, everything was great. I couldn't have asked for a smoother delivery.
How long was your labor?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
When you got to the hospital, when was she born?
I got there at 10 p.m., but I was only dilated to a 4, and they were gonna send me home. But one nurse was she's a 5, and the other one's she's a 4, and they were gonna send me home. And Camden, my husband, was do not send us home. Don't send us home. She progresses really quickly. He was selling it because we wanted
advocate.
We wanted to have her that night. And so they were like, okay, we're gonna admit you. And like Camden he was like talking to all the nurses, like having a good time. And I think they were like, oh, this couple's fun. Like, let's keep them.
Yeah, they look like we should keep them.
No, so they
you
kept
kind of have to advocate for yourself in that situation, though, don't you think?
Especially because we live like 35 to 40 minutes away from the hospital I delivered at.
Oh, yeah.
It's far now. And it was snowing that night. It was a snowstorm. So we were like, please don't send us home. Please don't send us home. Anyways, they kept us, but they didn't do anything to progress my labor that whole night.
Oh, so you didn't do Pitocin or anything?
Nothing until the next morning at 5 a.m. So I feel like that's when my labor actually started.
Yeah.
It's because they did Pitocin, broke my water. I had the epidural. I love the epidural. Are you going to go natural this time?
I don't think so, because I am the type of person that would like to try it.
I know, because you've kind of like flirted with the idea.
I have flirted with the idea. But I've realized with the labors that I have, one, I always get induced. I never go into labor on my own.
Yeah.
Two, they have to break my water in order for me to like actually progress.
Me too.
And so with those two things, I've heard Pitocin makes your labor very, very intense.
Yes.
And like just some contractions I've had before getting epidural. Like I remember both times getting an epidural, I probably was only like a 4, and I was bawling my eyes out, shaking and screaming, but I couldn't like move because they're putting it in, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I just feel like because I'm using like if I do going all natural, I think I'd want to do labor naturally.
If you weren't using any intervention, then you might.
Yes, but I don't want to like do it like on the whim. Like I would have to mentally prepare.
Yeah,
for that.
you definitely need to prepare.
I mean, if now would be the time, because it's probably gonna be my easiest labor. But I'm also like, why not just do an epidural?
Yeah, no, I loved the epidural. But everything honestly went really well. I will say, I don't want to scare you.
Oh no,
the after pains this time. Oh my gosh, my uterus hurts just thinking about it. It was more painful than all of my labors combined. And my first 2 were pretty painful. It was literally to the point where like, and because you know how when they latch, you feel it like contracting. I would literally had to like crying in the bed. It was so painful. I was like writhing. Is that the word? Writhing in pain. That was terrible. So remind me, when you give birth, they gave me something that's new, that they can give you like a new medication, and it helped a ton.
And I remember, at least with my third, they were more intense, but they were shorter. Like, I feel like I didn't have them for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
No, I had it for like 3 days and it was gone. But it was so intense, like to the point where like I was seeing stars.
It is interesting with every pregnancy how things change significantly.
It's crazy how much we forget. Like, we're podcasting 5 weeks out, and you're like, tell me about your birth. I'm like, I don't even remember, because so much has happened since then.
What are those like 3 things? Okay, 3 things that are like positive that you forgot, and 3 things that you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot it from like a negative perspective. I know one negative because you told me it.
Yeah, tell me.
So maybe we start with the negatives. You're like, I forgot about the sleep anxiety at night.
Oh, okay, so not just birth, but like postpartum.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, the sleep anxiety, like feeling like, oh my gosh, it's nighttime and I have no idea what tonight's going to look like or if I'm going to get any sleep. Added with, that your kids are going to wake up at 6:30 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
Like, you can't fall asleep. So that's been really hard. We'll just go with the negatives first.
Yeah.
Another negative thing is I forgot how hard it is not to keep score with your spouse.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you feel like you're not sleeping or like you are changing all the diapers or you're doing all of, I don't know, whatever it is, not to look at them. And you're both doing like 100%. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You're both giving it everything, but so hard not to be like, well, you got a half hour more sleep than I did. Like, that is hard. And that is something that I'm working on. Sorry, Camden. Another thing,
I feel like on that one too, it's almost like it's never enough from either of you. Like, you'll both give 100%, it's still never going to be enough.
We are quite literally hanging on by a thread right now.
Straight survival mode.
I feel better today, and I'll get into it, but like today, I feel like we kind of turned a corner.
Good.
So
perfect night to record.
Perfect night. Yeah, I'm like, oh, everything's great. Whereas last night, I was on the ground of my bathroom floor crying.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was just like covered in spit up. It was a whole thing. We'll get into it. But another negative thing is I forgot.
Well, the cramps. That's a good one.
The cramps.
Okay.
The cramps.
Now,
okay.
Is there some positive things? Where
positive.
Like, oh, wait, I kind of forgot that. That's like
that
cute.
First real shower when you. This isn't cute. The first real shower when you come home, not the hospital shower. The first shower in your shower. Oh, that healed me. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I just was like. in the shower smiling because I was like so happy to be taking a shower. Another positive thing is if you've had multiple multiple kids, if you can have someone take your kids for the day that you get home and have one day by yourself.
Yeah.
That day was so special. Like literally so special, where we didn't have the other 3 kids. It was just us and her, and we were able to just like, I didn't even talk about the fact that I found out she was a girl.
I know, I was gonna ask you.
I don't know what I was having. I can go into that. But that day is so special, and I forgot like how special the first day home from the hospital is. Another thing is how instantly you just like love them.
Yeah.
Like you're just, it's so funny how you don't know them.
Yeah.
You do know them, and then they come out and you're like, I'm obsessed with you.
Yeah. That like you can't even like change it. And like of course you feel that through your pregnancy, but I feel like it's even more intense. What about like, okay, did this happen for you? I feel like maybe this is a unique experience to me, but I feel like I've told other people, I'm like, oh yeah, you feel like kind of hot after giving birth. Like,
no, it's so funny because the first like 3 days I was like, damn, I look good. Yeah, I feel good. Like it's because you just rapidly lose the weight. Now I'm 5 weeks postpartum, and I saw myself in the mirror at Walmart yesterday, and I was like, huh?
Yeah,
who is that? Who's that chubby mom? Like,
those thoughts are very temporary, but there's no other time in your life when you just lose like 20 pounds overnight, and you just feel so much lighter, and you want to look kind of sexy.
Yeah, like, and now I'm like, wait, why was I more confident 2 days postpartum than I am 5 weeks postpartum?
100%.
It makes no sense.
It is such a unique experience, but it is true. Like I think it's just the rapidness.
Is it because it's our hormones? Like we're on a high, and then we just like kind of dip.
Well, I think you start really thinking, like, at first you look, oh, I look great, even though I don't look like I used to. Then you start thinking, well, I gotta look like I used to. So you start putting the pressure on yourself to look like,
I know,
pre-baby.
And like then the first 2 days, you're like, wow, if this is the rate, I'm gonna blow away by the time like 6 weeks comes around.
You feel like really good though.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling better. But yeah, it was honestly a really good experience. And then afterwards, I got postpartum preeclampsia, which I did not know was a thing.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, preeclampsia is high blood pressure. So you know how towards the end of your
pregnancy,
they check your blood
told
pressure?
Me about this, actually.
So I got high blood pressure, which can be really scary. But it was totally fine. It was mostly more annoying because I had like the most intense migraines of my entire life. And I had to keep checking my blood pressure, but I didn't have a cuff, so I would drive to Walmart down the street, and I would like sit there.
Oh my gosh.
With the blood pressure
cuff. Did you
cuff.
buy one?
And then my mom bought me one.
I'm like, how much are they?
I want to say they're like $75.
Okay,
like
so
not too bad.
Worth a drive to Walmart a few times.
Yeah. So, anyways, once that got resolved, everything was fine, but kind of just like was stressful because
you're already going through so much, and then it's like another thing to deal with.
My milk was coming in. I had that. I had migraines to the point where like I couldn't even open my eyes. They were so painful, and it can result in stroke. So, I was just like so nervous. My postpartum anxiety. I was like, I'm gonna have a stroke.
Yeah.
With Camden with 4 kids. Like. Yeah. This is going to be so sad. I spent the past 7 years pregnant or breastfeeding, and now I don't even get to enjoy the kids.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I just like started spiraling.
Yeah, and your thoughts go to the worst possible scenario.
Yes. So anyways, since then, you know, we've just been
not
sleeping.
Yeah, tell me what else on your list. I feel like there's a few other things you had.
Oh, okay. I will say, I think I talked a lot on the podcast about how pregnancy was really hard for me, like mentally.
Yeah.
Just because I was so sick. And now I know the difference because at first I was like, this is so much easier. Like postpartum is so much easier than pregnancy when you have a tough pregnancy. But the difference is when you're pregnant, or at least me, I felt like I was at a constant low, like just kind of like this all the time. Whereas postpartum is like really high, really low, really high, really low, which is like such a range of emotions. And I feel like that's the biggest difference that I've noticed.
Well, when you're pregnant, you almost just can't feel anything because you're just like numb to it. Yeah. You kind of just get used to feeling like crap. And it's probably like sometimes you feel like you're on top of the world, and then sometimes you feel like you're at the lowest of lows.
Like today, I felt like I could manage it. I was like, I'm killing it with 4 kids. Like, I got this. I got work done. My house was clean.
I was going to say, like, kudos to you because I came into your house tonight. It was, showering's huge. It was spotless.
It's just this main level.
I know this because I pick up your daughter from school. You have a birthday party planned for her on Monday, and I know all the details as well. And I saw that you already did a homemade Valentine's box. They didn't even require that. They said it was optional.
Okay, but it is not optional if Elsie is your daughter. We had to do it.
But like, you're just doing such a better job than you think.
It's hard not to be hard on yourself. I will say, this is another thought I had, is the newborn bubble looks so different when you have other kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, so different. And I think, like, at first I was a little bit sad that, like, I don't get that time to just, like, sleep when the baby sleeps.
Nothing.
And do nothing. And just, there's been a few times where my parents have taken the kids overnight, the other kids, and it's been so nice because Camden and I can just focus on her. And, like, that's been so magical. But also, I'm trying to, like, shift the narrative of, like, no, it's so magical that I could be postpartum with 3 other kids, even though it's absolute madness.
Yeah.
I haven't left the house with, no, I did leave the house with all 4 of them when I met you at the park.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't, like, gone to,
You did a good job.
into public. Gone into public. Anyway, so it's been pretty good, but the whole feeding thing
Yeah.
is a journey, has been a journey of her.
Yeah. And don't you feel like the feeding ties into her not sleeping as well?
Yeah, so everything's been good except for she does not sleep. She was sleeping like 20 minutes at a time, like maybe an hour, and it was really getting to me. We thought that maybe she just had really bad gas, and so we like were trying things with that.
Yeah.
I'm combo feeding right now, or I've been combo feeding up until when, like, since we've gotten home from the hospital, and which has been great.
Yeah.
And like it was working really well, but obviously she's so fussy and she hasn't been like I can hear her crying downstairs right now with my husband, but she hasn't. Anyways, I could probably talk about a whole episode about this, about just like her feeding, but we realized that something was actually wrong. It wasn't just like a phase. And so we were trying different things, and I didn't know if it was the kind of formula. I didn't know if it was the way we were mixing the formula. I didn't know if it was something I was eating. So it was just like back and forth for probably 2.5 weeks of every single day telling Camden, like, no, I'm done breastfeeding. No, I'm going to cut out dairy. No, I'm going to do this and this. No, I'm going to do, like, so many different options, to the point where I was absolutely losing my mind, which resulted in me crying on the bathroom floor last night. And I couldn't decide. I was like, okay, I don't want to be done breastfeeding, but also she's handling the formula really well.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job on the formula. Like, she was still spitting up some on the formula, but when I breastfed her, it was like, just like projectile spitting up.
Yeah.
And I like cut out caffeine for a little bit, and I could have cut out dairy, but it takes 10 to 14 days for it to get out of your system, for it to even like show results. And so I was like, okay, I can't, to be honest, do this for 10 to 14 more days. Like, I am so sleep deprived, and she's in pain.
Yeah.
So last night I was just like, what do I do? Going back and forth. Like, the Sudafed was in my Amazon cart ready to order, because that's how you dry out your milk.
Yeah.
And then I like fed her one last time, and she just like started projectile like vomiting and choking. And I just had this realization. I was like, because I think a part of me too was like, oh, I want it for the antibodies. Like, it's going to be better for her if I breastfeed.
Yeah.
And then watching her just like, I'm like trying to like help her not choke. I'm like, this isn't good for her. Like, that seems so painful in her little body. And I probably could have resolved it, but there's so many reasons. But I ultimately decided I'm done breastfeeding.
Yeah.
After 5 weeks, I gave it 5 weeks. I gave it my all. I tried everything. And it's hard because, like, even though I know all these things logistically make sense.
Yeah.
And not only was she not doing well when I was breastfeeding, I also think I had the thing, what is it called when you get really...
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, it's not dementia, but...
Demur?
Demur, yeah,
Demur?
I think it is demur. Like, when you get, like, depressive thoughts when you breastfeed.
Yeah, so every time my milk would let down, I would actually feel really anxious and nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, feel...
Homesick.
And, like, kind of shaky and, like, ragey a little bit. And I was like, that's also not fair to my other kids.
Yeah.
Because I would be, like, sitting here nursing her, and that they would do something that, like, kids are doing. And I would just, like, yell at that. And I'm like, okay, this isn't good. But I just had the realization last night. I'm like, I just need to, like, be okay with being done.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you don't have to justify it. Even if none of those reasons were part of it, you don't have to justify it. But I think as a mom, you remember me talking about stopping breastfeeding with Jack and how guilty I felt about it. And, like, as a mom, like, it's hard to not have that guilt.
Do you know what's
hard
even though
it's not wrong at all?
Stopping breastfeeding? Because if any of my friends came to me and they were like, my baby's not doing well, like, I would be like, be done and don't even think twice about it. Like, forget about it. But I think it's hard because it is a way that we, like, emotionally connect with our babies, and like, it can be really sweet. And also, when your breast milk dries up, you can't go back. Yeah. I think that's been the scariest thing for me, is like, today I literally, my girls are screaming right now because I'm in the process of, like, trying to...
Oh, your girls. I thought you meant your, like...
No, my kids. No, like, the girls are screaming.
Girlies.
And I haven't done the cabbage leaves because I just, like, can't get myself to put cabbage in my bra. But I'm doing the Sudafed and, like, the peppermint tea, and, like, I haven't fed her today since this morning, like, a teeny bit. And yeah, so I am going to be done breastfeeding.
You know what? I think like you are making the right decision for you, and you know that. And
It's
so
hard.
you have, but it is hard, and like the guilt is there, and I don't know the reason why, but I know how you feel.
Yeah.
But I think like in a couple of weeks you won't even feel that way.
Totally. I think it's just like such a hormonal time too, and I think that's why I was scared to make the decision, because I'm like, I'm sleep deprived, I'm hormonal.
Yeah.
I shouldn't make the decision to stop right now, because what if I regret it? What if I regret it? And so I would like literally just like stay up at night stressing about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not fair to like anyone. Like, it's not fair
Yeah.
to Camden. Like, because I was just such an anxious mess. And today, like, I already feel a weight off my shoulders.
Yes.
So that's honestly been the hardest part about this postpartum, is the not sleeping and the just like trying to figure out what's best for everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like,
a big decision. Like a lot plays into it. And like, of course, you're gonna have guilt around it and like making that decision.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely know what's best for you. And like you said, if it was a friend, you would like give them absolutely no judgment. But we're just so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And my mom made a really good point. She's like, I think our culture just like puts so much emphasis on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
fed is best, or
Yeah.
breast is best, or like all this. It's like, just do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like, to be okay.
Yeah.
And that was ultimately what I needed to do.
Yeah. I'm like really interested to see like how hopefully this helps like with the sleeping too, because I feel like it's so intertwined.
We also got her on some reflux medication literally last night, and today I feel like that's why we turned a corner today. Is like today she actually took like 1.5 hour naps. Like she took 1 hour nap and 1.5 hour nap, and I feel like a new woman. Like just to have that time.
Yes, and like there is nothing like when they start doing a long stretch, and like okay, the first night where you get a full 4-hour stretch.
Yes.
It's like the next day we go,
Yeah.
I'm like bouncing on the clouds.
It's like you're a Disney princess.
You are.
The first day, or the first night that your newborn sleeps more than 3 hours, you wake up feeling like a Disney princess.
You do.
100%. Okay, probably my last newborn thought right now is, I can't decide if chat is friend or foe in the newborn phase.
I feel like in general, because it's like, does it just cause you more anxiety? Is that what you're thinking?
A little bit. Like,
yeah.
I can't text anyone back right now. Like, I am just like at capacity. I'm so sorry if I haven't texted you back. But the conversations I'm having with chat are lengthy, because I've been trying to figure out this whole like breastfeeding thing. Like, how often does but like, I feel like chat's helping me.
Yeah.
But it's getting to the point where it feels a little too personal. Like tonight I was like, okay, like I'm stopping breastfeeding. Like, what are my next steps? Like, this is kind of hard. And it was like, hey, it was giving me good advice, but it was like, this is hard, Hailey. And I was like, this is weird. This is a little weird. But also it said something that was really good. It said, you're not giving up. You're making an intentional decision. And I like, honestly, it's so cheesy, but like, that feels like it's helping me to say that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just doing something with intention.
I completely agree. It's funny because it's so relatable, because I actually want to make a reel about my chat history since being pregnant.
Oh.
Because it's like, is this normal? Why am I so gassy? Why do I look 20 weeks pregnant? I'm only 3 weeks pregnant. Like, I'll have to put them all together. But like, we are creating a relationship at this point, and that's where I think it's getting a little weird. Is like, sometimes I feel like I'd go to chat versus talking to someone about it, and I think maybe that's the problem. It's like,
is it a problem?
I would say yeah. I mean, it's not gonna judge you, and it's gonna have your back. Hailey, you got this.
No, it's literally like, Hailey, you got this. As a mom of 4, you are managing so much. I'm like, yeah, damn straight. Like, thank you. Like, chat is my therapist right now.
Yeah.
Because I can't put it all on Camden, because he would actually leave me. So, like,
I think there's a time and a place for chat, but I do sometimes feel like with him or her, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, my chat right now is like an elderly woman.
Yes.
Who is like also a doula, so she like knows a lot about babies.
You could like message chat and like, please play this persona.
Wait, you can?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Oh, that's just like in my mind what she is.
Yeah, but you could. I do think like sometimes when I'm like, okay, let's say I'm like in a fight with Sam or something, and I'm like using chat to like help me think through it.
No,
it's helpful. Done that. But it's also kind of like weird. Like, if you think about it, it is kind of weird.
No, sometimes if Camden and I have gotten in a disagreement and I feel like he can't understand where I'm coming from, I will literally be like, chat, am I being crazy here? Like, am I the one who's being crazy? Like, please tell me why I'm being crazy, or like if I'm right. Yeah. And like usually it tells me I'm right, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah, it's actually...
It sides with you.
Yeah, it's meant to side... Like, there's actually this whole controversy with AI and ChatGPT right now because it's so biased towards what you want to hear.
I was going to say, you probably know a lot about this.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know too much about AI, and, like, honestly, it's stressful. It is stressful if you really think about it. And, like, sometimes I just have to disconnect from it because it's like, wow, this is so crazy.
Well, that's the thing is, like, you know how postpartum women will, like, and we've had friends that do this, will, like, delete Instagram or TikTok because it's just, like, information overload when
Maybe that's chatty now.
I kind of feel like that's chatty. Like, I feel like I need to just, like, get out and touch some grass.
I agree. I think that there's something about, like, real human connection that's will never be replaced. I think that's nice because, like, you're not having a therapist. You're not paying for a therapist, but you're basically getting a therapist.
I'm paying $20 a month.
Oh, you do? Nice. You don't take the free plan?
No, because I use it for my meal plans.
I use savage. I use my work one because it's, like, free. But, like, think about how much my work...
That's savage.
And, like, this is also the creepy thing. Think about how much chat knows about you. Like, it is kind of weird if you think about it that way. Like, you've probably said more of your most inner thoughts to chat than you have to, like, anyone that you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of strange.
You know the realization I had the other day? Do you remember that Disney Channel movie? There was a house that was like a smart house.
Oh, wasn't it called Smart House?
Was it called Smart House?
I think so.
I was like, whoa, that was chat. Like, that's what's going to happen. Also, those Disney Channel original movies were the best. Bring back Disney Channel original movies.
Do you remember? Okay, let me actually tell my thought on AI and then I'll say about the Disney movie. But now we're creating these... This is what's the new phase of AI is. It's called AI agents. And basically what it is instead of just, like, being... You type to it, figures it out. It basically can just, like, watch you and see what you're doing.
What do you mean watch you?
Like, an example would be on your device. So, like, it can see all of your... Like, for my work, like, Slack messages, emails, any product I'm using. And, like, it takes all the information and starts, like, thinking for you. And, like, you can assign it things to do. And, like, my husband's been super, like, into it. And he's built so many of these agents. And they can basically, like, okay, here's a simple example of what an agent
like an
could do.
assistant?
It's like its own mind. Like, it's like its own bot, almost. Like, okay, I'll give you an example of one that did something. So this guy wanted a reservation at a restaurant. He couldn't get in. So he asked his agent. He just texted it and said, hey, can you get me this reservation? And, you know, it tried to, like, go through Yelp or whatever. Couldn't get it. Yeah. So then it goes to, like, another part of AI, creates its own voice. And now it's, like, calling the restaurant through this voice. And it's actually an AI agent. It's not like an actual person. And then, oh my gosh, you get so out of breath when you're pregnant. I'm like, okay, gotta breathe. Anyway.
You don't even look pregnant. It's so crazy.
No, I have such a butt.
It's cute.
Like, yeah, I'll go into it. But anyway, so then the agent starts calling the restaurant and it's not getting what it wants. And so then it starts to get smart enough to realize what the responses are saying and why it's not working. And then, like, after 10 calls, like, basically gets the reservation. Yeah, but it's like calling it's actually calling the restaurant.
Yeah, because the restaurant's
taking the information of what the restaurant's saying and, like, okay, why isn't it
like
working?
manipulating the situation.
Yeah. It's like those same people can, like, go after your grandma or those same AI agents.
Or completely take over sales.
Yeah, and then that's what Sam's building. He's building prospecting tools.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, cool. But
it is cool, but it's also, like, we will know. We have to, like, this is way far-fetched, but, like, eventually we'll have to be a society where, like, I don't think any of us will have jobs. Like, I really don't. Like, I think we'll just all live off, like, commonwealth because everything will be outsourced.
Okay. Wow, this is getting crazy. This is way too much for my postpartum brain right now.
Don't even think about it, but it is, I will say, like, in the last 2 months, it is so crazy, like, what has transpired between, like, what it could do. I think it was, like, almost 60%, like, increase of smartness, like, in the last, like, couple of weeks. And, like, it just keeps training itself and gets smarter and smarter.
And it's going to take over the world.
Eventually, yeah. And I think, like, it's one of those things that if you're not on it, like, and it's hard for me to say because I do work for, like, an AI company, so it's, it is so relevant to what I'm doing. With that said, though, like, if you aren't, like, getting on board, it's like you're kind of dumb not to.
Well, it's the same way that social media was when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Like, social media really didn't exist in the way it does now.
Yeah.
It's completely changed
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, and I shouldn't say dumb not to, that sounds rude. It's more like, if you don't start utilizing it in your businesses and, like, even, like, doing the podcast, we should figure out how we can use it.
Yeah.
Recover our voices and put, like, an episode out a day for us. Like, it really could.
That's right. No, it could be us. It could never be us.
But it couldn't be us. And that's what I'm saying, why I think it is good to, like, have that real life connection. You'll never, like, replace that.
Yeah.
But it kind of is replacing it. So anyways. Oh wait, back to the Disney movie.
Oh yeah. So let's go from the world ending with AI to Disney movies.
It's actually a creepy Disney movie, and it's like stayed in my mind, and I actually have no idea what it's called, but like I want to see if you know what it is.
Exactly what you're talking
It's
about right now.
It's a girl who lived double lives. And one life she made these choices, and another life she made these other choices.
It's not the one.
And like it was like simple things, like today I'm gonna drink orange juice, or I'm gonna drink milk. And like one life was like this totally terrible life, and one was like a good life. It scared me so bad as a kid.
I thought you were going to talk about the one where there was the guy living under the bed.
What?
That was scary.
Ew,
and I cannot believe that was on Disney Channel.
What's the show called?
We're going to have to post these on our stories. It was called like something under the bed. Something about being under the bed. Like I pulled up the picture and I like literally like got chills because I was like, oh my gosh, this actually was my childhood trauma. Was this Disney Channel movie?
Movies that traumatize us, honestly.
Okay. Anyways, I have two funny stories that have happened this week that have just been comical and really explain my life. So yesterday I had to take the three older kids to get shots.
Yeah.
At the doctor, and I won't go into the whole like shots thing. Yeah. I don't do all of them. I do some of them, but all three of them lined up where they had to get shots yesterday. So it is me solo.
Oh gosh.
At the doctor's with all three. And so we like do it was a wellness check. So we like do all this stuff. We get to the end. The like nurse comes in. She's like looking at me like, how are we going to do this? And I'm looking at her like,
how are you going to
do this? like we're both kind of looking at each other like, there's a moment where we lock eyes and it's just quiet where she's like about to, and I'm like, okay, we both take a deep breath. And then first I'm like, Kate, Elsie, she's the oldest, my 6-year-old on Monday. My 6-year-old, I'm like, she's got to go first. Yeah. Like, she's the oldest. She knew what was happening. So she was like, absolutely not. And I was like, okay, fine, we'll try Blair. She's 4. I was like, okay, Blair, like it's your turn to go. She's like, absolutely not. And so Graham.
Oh,
the poor sweet 2-year-old boy who just trusts me with everything, and I deceived him. I was like, here, bud, like come sit on my lap.
Oh, savage.
So he sits on my lap, and I'm like, girls don't look.
Now you're scaring him more.
She puts because they were like this, like trying to look. And I was like, guys, they knew at this point they were getting shots.
Yeah.
The whole time they were asking, like, are we getting shots? Anyway, so he's on my lap. She puts the shots in his leg, and he's doing like this silent cry. Both girls instantly start screaming. Elsie runs out of the door, starts booking it down the hallway. I'm holding Graham. Blair is behind me. I'm sitting on like a chair. Blair is behind me, climbing on my shoulders and my head, covering my eyes, trying to climb on top of me so that she doesn't have to get shots. I'm trying to like hold Graham still, and Elsie is just booking it down the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
And I was literally like, I looked at the nurse and I was like, someone needs to be filming this. Like, what is my life right now? Like, what is this? Like, to the point where I heard her open the door to like the other people working. They were like, that was a doozy.
Was she nice about it?
She was so nice. She was so awesome. They were great. But that was just a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I have 4 kids. And I didn't even have one of them with me. Yeah. Margot was here. So anyways, and then after that, we went to the dollar store and Camden got a vasectomy last week. Yeah. Was it last week? And so we were trying to explain to the kids, like, we're not having kids anymore. Like, we told him, like, Dad got his sperm out. Yeah. Which Elsie thinks that sperm comes from his heart for some reason.
Well, that kind of works.
So we didn't correct her. We were just like, you know what, we'll fix this later. But we're at the dollar store. It is packed. There's so many people in the dollar store. Like, lines down the aisles.
The dollar store here is actually pretty good, though.
No, it is. But it was crazy. So loudly, in front of probably 30 people. Elsie goes, we should get this for Dad because he got all of his sperm out. Oh. And literally everyone's head just turns to me. I wish that I had Margot with me because everyone would just like start laughing. But those were just 2 moments this week that really humbled me as a mom. That I needed to share in case you have similar moments. That like truly it is not all blissful.
No, but it is like the humorous parts of it. Like, and I think you just kind of, you're actually really good about this, just like laughing through the chaos and through pain. And you're just like, okay, well.
I also cry.
Yeah,
a lot.
A funny thing that Colson actually said recently when we were driving, we were kind of saying, like, yeah, Mom's going to be quitting soon, blah, blah, blah. Because my plan is after this baby to stop working. And Colson's like, what? Are you serious? How will she have any money? Like, what is she going to do if she has no money? She's me.
Oh.
What is she going to do if she has no money? And I'm like, well, Dad's going to have money, honey. And then, like, I'll just use Dad's money. He's like, Dad, are you serious? I would never do that. And he goes, Dad, I am not doing what you and Mom are doing. Like, if I marry someone, she will work and she will make her own money.
Did you say, like, I'll work, like, in a different, like, I'll be working, taking care of the house?
Eventually, I said that. He was kind of going off on his rant first. Eventually,
And
I
you're
was
like,
like, it's a different type of work. Like, I won't be getting paid, but I'll be with you. And he's like, I don't even like that. He's like, that is, you guys can do that, but I'm not doing that. Like, my wife will not do that.
So funny that he's, like, picturing that. I will say he got into my car yesterday and he goes, Hailey, it's really messy in here. Speaks his mind. And I was like, I know, Colson, I'm going through it, okay? I just had a baby. And I was like, he was like, how do you let the kids get it? He said, why don't you stop the kids from making it messy? And I was like, bro, I'm trying out here. And I was like, do you not ever make your car messy? And he's like, no, we hate when it's messy.
Oh, whatever. That is the most untrue thing. He's the culprit. That is so funny.
Because he was getting his stack out and he was like, don't worry, Hailey. This is what he said. This is what, it wasn't random. He goes, he's pulling out his snack to eat it and he goes, don't worry, Hailey, this won't be very messy, but it's already pretty messy in here. And then he was like, how did you let the kids get so messy? And I was like, you know what?
Confident.
He's so funny.
Like, he's not afraid to say his mind. But I'm like, I guess I've taught him well to think like,
no, it's good.
Moms don't have to just be, my wife will work.
He's such a
Sorry.
feminist.
He's such a feminist.
Oh
Another
gosh.
funny thing he said, I've been writing down because I have to like share them on the podcast.
Yeah.
They've been obsessed with McDonald's. And I told him, I'm like, okay, we've been sick a bunch, first off. So I'm like, we're not going to McDonald's, not getting fast food. And Colson goes, no, Mom. Actually, they do it so slow now. He's like, it is not fast food. It is so slow. Last time I went, they were slow. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
It's like, yeah.
they say the funniest things. There was one other thing. Oh, this was actually Walker. I was like asking him what he wanted to be when he grew up. And then he said, do you know what I want to be, Mom? A dad and a grandpa. And I was like, oh, like.
At the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be crazy.
It's so cute. Their personality is so funny to see them come through. Okay, but truly, like, how have you been?
Yeah, I was going to say, pregnancy has made me, like, very MIA. I feel like, first off, this pregnancy has been, like, so different. Every pregnancy has gotten harder and harder. And I feel like I've always had hard pregnancies.
Yeah.
But I think this one is just, like, and maybe you felt this with your fourth. Did you feel like it was way harder?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I definitely threw up with my other pregnancies. But, like, not every single day. Like,
yeah.
I can't even get up out of bed without puking.
Well, and I feel like
So
people will be
annoying.
like, oh, it's harder because you have other kids. It's like, no, for some reason, like, your body almost just, like, is over it quicker. I
Yes,
don't know.
it's more, the symptoms are more intense. And I know it's different because I never had to take Zofran with any of my other pregnancies. I just
You
did the
didn't?
Bonjesta.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it both this time. And then that just has this other slew of side effects, like the
Yes.
cramping, the headaches, the constipation, the gassiness. I'm
It's
like,
the worst.
it's just everything you can think of.
Depression. I don't know, just like
Everything you can think of is just like so intense. And then the other thing is my cravings are like really different. And like usually my first trimester, I'll kind of like lose weight because I'm so sick and not eating. But whatever case this time, I'm like hungrier. Like I have to always be eating.
It's crazy how you can be so hungry and yet the thought of food
It's so disgusting.
is so disgusting, but you're starving.
Well, and I have to, if I don't actually physically eat, I'll literally puke more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to eat and stuff. And then the other thing that's been weird is I have like really sour cravings. Like I didn't really crave stuff with the other kids. And I feel like I love like tart, spicy, sour, like.
Well, you don't know what you're having.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Okay. We got to do a poll.
Talk about it?
Yeah, okay. We got to do a poll on the podcast of like, I think people are going to say I should find out the gender, but like how crazy like it would be for me to not find out the gender. So
because this is your last.
This is for sure my last. For context, I have 3 boys. Obviously, I would love a girl. And like, I know I have to be okay with having a boy. And I am okay with it. I think the sadness more comes from like, I know I'll never have a girl, knowing this is my last. So I'm like, of course, I like know there's a high possibility I'm having a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, a boy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I am like hopeful it's a girl. And like, of course, with every other pregnancy, I found out like literally at like 11, 13 weeks or 11, 12, 13 weeks, whatever the earliest is. And this pregnancy, like, I don't know what it is. Like, one, my husband, I guess this is a part of it, like really doesn't want to find out.
Yeah.
Like every time he said, can we not find out? Can we not find out? And then like this time he's like, come on, this is our last, like, let's not find out.
Yeah.
We'll never get a chance to not do this. And at first I'm like, no, like we're for sure finding out. But then like, I don't know why lately I haven't been feeling the pressure to find out. Maybe it's like the small hope that it could be a girl and it's like kind of getting me through.
Yeah. Well, remember my whole feeling was, because I didn't find out.
Yeah.
Was I was like, okay, obviously I kind of at the very beginning when I found out I was pregnant, I wanted a boy.
Yeah.
But, because it's 2 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, so if I find out she's a girl in the moment, like, I won't have gender disappointment because I'll just be so happy that she's here.
Yeah.
Which I honestly knew it was a girl the entire time. So, like, you could kind of think of it that way. Is like, you're even, like, picture yourself in the delivery room and then being like, it's a boy. Do you think in that moment you would have gender disappointment, or do you think you'd just be so relieved and happy that, like, he's here and healthy?
I think I'm gonna have to mentally prepare for both outcomes. I do think I would be sad.
Oh, for sure, which is so, like, valid to have some gender disappointment.
Yeah, not because, like, I'd be sad it's a boy. It's more truly the fact, like, I know my family will never have a girl in it, and, like, that does make me sad.
Yeah.
But I think I feel that now.
Yeah.
And I feel that then. But I think if I'm gonna do it, I have to, like, literally prepare myself for both outcomes.
Yeah.
Like, being super excited if it's a girl, and then also, like, being super excited if it's a boy, and, like, kind of processing what that could feel like.
Yeah, you kind of have to let yourself, like, almost visualize both outcomes and, like, kind of live them in your mind before you actually live them. Did
you think it was worth it? Like, are you glad you didn't find out?
I am, but it's so funny because I didn't find out, but the second I found out I was pregnant, I said, she's a girl, and my husband was like, she's a girl. And so when they put her on my chest, I was like, Camden, like, did you see what she was? And he was like, no, but, like,
you kind of
before he even said and then they were like, it's a girl. Before they even said it, I, like, knew she was a girl right away.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised.
Did you feel like it was a girl because you knew what a girl felt like as far as pregnancy goes, or was it more just like a gut feeling?
It was like literally a gut feeling. Because I would say my pregnancy even felt with her more like it did with Graham, who was my boy.
See, and that's where I could get confused. Because I will say, I do think it's a girl.
You feel different.
I do, but I also thought Jack was a girl too. So I can't like 100% trust that. We did try the tips. The girls' tips. So I'm like, maybe that will.
But also, didn't you have a little bit of gender disappointment with Jack?
Oh, 100%.
And now that you know Jack and Jack is here, and it's like, I think that we can be vilified as moms if it's like, oh, you were disappointed it was a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, but then you, like, are obsessed with them.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter.
Actually disappointed about them being that. I think it's more just, like, what your family will consist of.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, I think, obviously, if I have 4 boys, that's just what's meant to be. And I know how to be a boy mom, and I love it. But, like, if I did have a girl, like, I can also picture that.
Yeah.
And, like, think about how spoiled she'll be with, like, 3 older brothers, the last child.
Right. So you're leaning towards not finding out.
I am.
But
my plan, just so everyone knows, is at 20 weeks to reevaluate. Because 20 weeks is, like, such a, like, easy time to find out.
Yeah,
like,
you're going anyway.
You're going anyway. But I do think, like, Sam said, oh, you should find out, and I won't. And I'm like, I just don't think
no, that's impossible. I think you either both don't find out or you both find out.
Exactly. So I'm like, at 20 weeks, we'll kind of make the decision if we both find out together. Because, like, I don't want to find out without him. That's kind of, like, pointless. Yeah. The whole point is to, like, celebrate or not together. And, like, right now I feel completely fine with not knowing. But maybe once I start, like, feeling better, maybe I'll want to know more.
You've just been in the trenches, truly just, like, getting through every day. This is
so true.
Like, I am in the trenches right now, but I would do this a million times over than what you're doing.
Yeah. So I was going to share, like, a few things that have helped. There's been a couple things that I'm like, okay, this actually has made me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
My friend told me put a whole lemon into water. And that really did help, maybe especially since I have the sour cravings, but I feel like it helped with, like, actually drinking water.
Do you do sparkling water or flat water?
I just did flat, but you probably could do sparkling. It'll probably be tastier. Second, medications.
Yep. Sometimes you need the medication. And, like, again, it's the same thing with breastfeeding. Like,
yes,
you have to do what's best.
Yeah. And I'm pretty, like, anti-meds. Like, I like, even ibuprofen stuff, I like to get off it as soon as possible. So, like, I've tried days, like, where I don't take it. I'm like, it's just not worth it. So I'm just consistently taking it. And I have, like, 7 pills I take in the morning.
Well, and also throwing up is not healthy for the baby.
Yeah. Well, it's not healthy for me.
It's not healthy for you. But also, like, you need to be, like, gaining weight and, like...
Yes.
Yeah.
When you threw up, would you, like, this is a really random question, like, would you throw up, like, a full meal, or was it just, like, acid?
It was more like acid.
Because, like, 90% of the time I throw up, it's literally just acid.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a lot of dry heaving.
Yeah.
Like, I, like, wanted to throw up, but my body wouldn't actually, like, let go of anything. It was terrible.
So gross. Okay, sleep. Like, I think sleep is just literally where you escape it. Yeah. And, like, you can finally, like, have relief.
Totally. I slept so much in my pregnancy because it was the only time that I wasn't nauseous.
Exactly. No, it's so that's like all I'm doing. And I wrote doing nothing.
Yep.
Guys, these are really helpful. Okay, this is actually a helpful one. And this is the main reason I wanted to podcast tonight too. Is like one thing that actually helped me is listening to podcasts.
Really?
Yes. I know that sounds so funny. And like it's kind of the opposite of the chat GPT theory. I think when you like take yourself out of your own head for a minute.
Yeah.
And like that's one thing I do kind of hate about ChatGPT. Sometimes I'm like I feel like I'm talking too much about my feelings and my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm like getting
and you're kind of in like an echo chamber of your thoughts.
Absolutely. And so like having a podcast that's just like takes your mind to a different spot has been really helpful. Like what I do is I do the IV therapy.
Yeah.
I take my podcast and there's a massager. It helps for like the time I'm there. I don't think it's like I love going. Like it makes me feel really good for the hour I'm there. But I don't think it helps that much. So that's worth it. And I put my podcast on. I'm like, I can kind of escape from like that moment, and so that's been like really helpful.
You'll have to share some of your favorite pods.
Honestly, the What We Said podcast. But I've been watching a lot of Giggly Squad too that you showed me.
Love Giggly Squad.
And then the Toast. I think just like mindless.
Those are my like 3 podcasts too.
Park Moms. I had listened to us one time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't always listen to the episode, but I did. I was like missing it, you know?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, and then the last thing, I feel like I've had like major like pregnancy uglies with the combo of winter uglies.
Oh. I feel like I've been out postpartum uglies. That's why I had to get my hair done. I was like, I need to feel something.
Exactly. So I like did my eyebrows, I did my hair, so that was like I went to the dark side. That's what I did. I'm like, I need to do something to feel like cute.
Yes.
Because I have felt so
I love the dark
ugly.
hair.
So yeah, I haven't had dark hair since high school, so you guys will have to let me know what you think.
I want to know what your boys said when you came home.
Well, it was cute. Sam prepped them. Because they had the compliments, right? When I said, "You're so beautiful, Mom. I love you. Why are you so pretty? Like, I love it." You know, I could tell he had like, don't forget to tell Mom everyone's so good.
Yeah, everyone sit down. This is what you're gonna say. Tell Mom she's pretty.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, I love that.
It was so sweet. But they did, so they were very complimentive. And then Colson the next day is like, "I do not like that. You do not look like you."
But now are they used to it?
Now they're used to it. Now they don't even like realize. And to be honest, I think I like it better. Like
I love it.
I look back at pictures of me and like my blonde hair was like good. I do like that. But there were so many times when it was like mixed with a ton of darkness that I feel like it almost looks better being all dark.
Your eyes pop too.
Yeah, it does bring out my eyes, my blue eyes.
Yes.
And yeah, I feel like it was a kind of a crazy decision. People say don't do stuff when you're pregnant, but I also like just feel like it seems thicker. Like everything just feels more
also
luscious.
Sometimes you just need to feel something.
Exactly.
I cut my hair postpartum. Remember?
Yeah.
I chopped my hair postpartum. No. Do not let me. Do not let me. I didn't even tell anyone. I went to Supercuts on a whim and came home. You didn't know that?
Supercuts?
Yes. Yes. I was running an errand and I came home and my hair was just literally chopped. And I've never had a bob before. Like it was my first bob. And Cameron was just like, oh my gosh, do we need to
do love a bob, and a bob is like the vibe, but I will say like
no, when you were chubby,
your hair
when you were chubby postpartum, my face was bigger than it's ever been, and I cut my hair so short.
You don't have a round face though. I do, so that's why short hair doesn't
No, I
look good.
did have a rounder face back then.
It is really funny how your face like gets round immediately. You're like 4 weeks in pregnancy, and you're like, my face is round.
I told you when we were recording the podcast, I was like, wow, that was quick.
I feel like even when I was 7 weeks, the last time we recorded, I had major pregnancy uglies. Wait, there was something I was gonna say about that thing. Oh, have you seen the TikToks where it's like I'm due in August, but my due date's July, like the end of July?
Oh, so that they're not.
I think like, did you do that? Like, I totally do. So my due date's actually technically the first week of August. I'm telling everyone I'm due at the end of July.
Oh yeah.
Because one, I do usually deliver early, and two, especially like with work and stuff, like I want them knowing I'm leaving in July. I'm not gonna do it until August. Like,
no, yeah. Oh, that's so true. That's so true.
But it is funny, like I don't know, and it's like the same thing when I'm like almost 15 weeks. Like actually, my change day is Saturdays, or is it Sundays? It's Sundays.
Okay,
so I'm
that's a good day.
14 weeks, but like once it's Thursday, Friday, I'm 15 weeks at this point.
Yeah, you round up.
Did you do that?
Yeah, you have to round up. No, for
Makes
sure.
you feel better.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to think. Oh, there's also another thing where people are like, I'm not telling anyone my due date because if I go over my due date and everyone's texting me like, did the baby come to the baby?
Yes.
And that's gonna be so stressful. So that's a hot tip.
Well, because you were due mid-January, right?
January 22nd.
Okay, but I always thought you were due like the first week of January, but you do always go early.
I do always go, and yeah, she was born January 8th.
Oh, see, there you go. So that's basically all of our life updates, guys. We are back. Like, it feels fun to like
She's here again. We were not okay. We're still not really okay, but we're getting better, right? Do you feel like
getting better?
Do you feel like we're both on the up? Like,
Not
do you feel like you're on the up?
necessarily. Like, I wouldn't say I'm on the up yet. Are you?
I don't know. I did have like a longer stretch of sleep last night, so I'm feeling like that Disney princess we talked about.
Got the ups and downs.
But like tomorrow, I could be down bad again.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm on the up yet, but I'm not like, I'm at the point where I'm so used to it, I have to function at this point. Like, I can't just like
feel bad.
I mean, it's already been like 3 months. Like, I can't go another month with doing nothing.
Why is pregnancy so long?
It hasn't been 3 months. Okay, I found it. I found out Thanksgiving. I started feeling sick like the second week of December. So I guess it's been like 2 months.
But why is it so long?
December, January, February. I don't know.
Is
it's
it
literally
so long
the longest and shortest.
We don't have so many kids. Is that why?
I mean, look at us. We're having 4 kids, bro. That's a lot of
That's
kids.
a lot of kids. But like, if pregnancy was only 2 months, people would have like hundreds of kids.
I've always thought it'd be funny. I think I've said this on the podcast before. If you had to choose between you and your husband, like who would be pregnant, like you took turns every time, or like you could decide who had to do it.
It would have to be 50-50.
I would for sure share the load.
I will say, I'm not happy that Camden had in pain from his vasectomy, but
how bad was it?
It was worse than we thought it would be, but still
minor.
Not bad, you know. Like, I think it's definitely painful for them.
Like a headache, painful, or like a
no? I feel like it's
broken
like
bone.
getting kicked in the. It's like getting kicked in the gonads for like days and days.
Oh, that is painful.
Kind of painful.
Don't tell your husband that though.
Yeah, for anyone.
It
was
really
totally fine.
painless.
It was really easy. It was totally good. No, it's been fine. He's still recovering, but it's been interesting to like think, like, oh, could he handle what I've been handling? I think he could, honestly.
Yeah, I think the hard part about it is it's just forever. It's
so long.
There's no like relief for such a long time, and then like even when you start feeling relief, then you start getting like the what is it? Round ligament pain. Like I just think like
yeah. No, we were talking about that in our group text. Like you go from being sick, and then you'll maybe have like a little bit, and then you go into like 3rd trimester. Like everything hurts. You have reflux. You get headaches. You get all this, and then it's like postpartum. Like like maybe your stitches heal, but then your boobs start hurting, and then you have just all like right now. Yeah, my boobs hurt so bad. Yeah. So it's like it's always one thing
after another.
I agree. Part.
I will say though, and this actually is kind of going into the next topic. So let me actually go into the next topic, and then I'll say this. So obviously it's like the end of 2025, and then we're going into 2026. And it's already February, but it feels like it's still like we haven't really talked about like it being a new year. Yeah. I think one thing that actually has been positive with me being pregnant is I actually in some ways feel happier. I know that seems like so weird.
Even though you're struggling?
Yeah, like I think it's kind of like I kind of didn't have like 2025 was kind of a hard year for me, and so I think like almost like the change of pace and like
feels good to close that chapter.
It feels good to close that chapter, and then I also think to focus on like this new change. Yeah. And like it's kind of allowed me to be okay with like not doing as much as I normally do, especially like work, because that was like a big stressor for me last year. Yes. And like just say no to things and like feel comfortable at it, and I'm not like in some ways I have like less anxiety because I'm barely getting by just like being sick. Do you know what I'm saying by that?
No, I felt like I had less anxiety when I was pregnant because I didn't even have the capacity to have anxiety.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it felt like.
Exactly, and it just feels like the
Is
timing.
that called depression?
It just feels like the timing was right, and like it's such a blessing and a change in its own way that like it's almost like turning over a new leaf, and like kind of because obviously we're talking right now about like pregnancy and postpartum, how all those phases are hard. But you're kind of like living life in a good way because you're going through hard stuff. And then sometimes when you're not going through all of that, then life is still so hard. You're like, why? You know, is it just me? Am I the crazy one?
No, that's so true. And I feel like we've also been saying like, we're kind of not complaining, but we're just like sharing experiences of being postpartum, pregnant and all those things. And obviously it's worth it because we've done it 4 times. Yeah. So like with all this being said and done, like it's worth it.
Yeah. It's completely worth it. And like, I think you do feel a purpose in that, right? And I think like sometimes it's easy as a mom, like when you aren't doing something like this, that's taking all your energy, like feeling that purpose. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be working? Am I supposed to be starting a business? Am I being a good enough spouse? Am I being a good enough friend? And like,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to have this be my purpose right now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I love that. I think that's a really good way to look at it.
Okay, so it kind of, I don't know if you have heard this, but last year was like the year of the snake.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
And this year is the year of the horse, like the fire horse. I mean, how was your 2025? Was it a good year? Like, do you remember it?
No. I was so sick and pregnant, literally just trying to survive. We moved.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You had a hard year with that. I forgot.
It was just like a lot of change.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess snakes change a lot.
What's
it called?
They say it's like the shedding year, where it's like you're doing a lot of work, but you're not necessarily getting results. It's kind of just like putting a lot of effort. And I don't know if I'm explaining this completely right, but it's like basically you're putting in a lot of effort, but you may not see the results. And then like the year of the horse is like kind of the powerful year, where you kind of come into your power and like start. I like even talking about it kind of makes me feel good.
Yeah,
you know,
I like this.
And so I'm like, I do feel like there is this new vibe of 2026 where there is more positive energy, at least for me. Like I feel like I'm going into like my power in a way.
I love that.
What
I'm
are your
really
thoughts
thinking
on
about that. Well, I feel like I want to take that because it's weird. I'm like closing this chapter, and Camden was saying this. He's like, it's like we're done growing our family, and now we're moving into the phase of like raising our family and like raising our kids. And so like it's weird. Yeah.
It's almost like more pressure in a way. Like,
yeah, it's like a different kind of pressure. But also, I feel really good knowing that like that chapter is done.
Closed.
So like baby factory's closed.
Yeah.
I'm not making any more babies. I told Camden, I was like, you want to make more babies? When he was deciding to get snipped or not, I was like, if you want to make more babies, it's gonna have to be someone else because it ain't gonna be me. Like 4's good, bro.
Yeah, 4 is very, very good. Okay, actually speaking about what's like one thing you're really proud of from 2025, or it could be a few things.
I will say probably moving and getting everything ready and settled in such a short amount of time before having a baby. Like that was crazy.
Yeah.
That we decided to do that so close to having a baby with 3 other kids, with also both working.
Yeah, that was insane. I can't believe you did that. You kind of were just like on adrenaline.
No, I was running on pure adrenaline.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And energy drinks.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of funny. We do a year in review with my mom. I talked about this last year. And like I couldn't think of like much that I did in 2025, but it's like I did so much, but like I like can't even think of what I did. But I think obviously a big part of my year was like starting a new job and like taking that on. And then I still had like a newborn, honestly. Like
yes, you 100%. I feel like you had Jack yesterday.
I mean, he's only 1.5. So like it was postpartum, starting a new job, like kind of that like postpartum depression / like not feeling I could get everything done that I needed to, like, and that was like pretty much last winter and spring, and then in the summer things finally settled and like got better, and then
and now you're pregnant. It really is crazy.
Yeah, I do feel like in a lot of ways it was a like shedding year for me, where I did a lot, but it wasn't like something where I like ran a marathon.
You didn't reap the benefits yet.
I didn't have like this huge like milestone accomplishment I could like write down, but like looking back in my year, I actually did a lot. Do you know what I mean?
If you look at the days of what a mom does, she is running a marathon every single day. So like we ran a million marathons, but they're not as measurable as like you said, like running a marathon, traveling to Europe, doing this. It's like when you're a mom, you're just like running a million miles a minute, but it feels like you're running in circles.
Exactly. Okay, we actually had we typed in your password, we had our followers, we were going to do like an accomplishment cake the night that Hailey went into labor. We had our followers like write in a few things that they accomplished, and I wanted to share them because I think it's just like so cool to see, like we are doing so much as moms. Okay, so I'm going to read them.
Okay.
I hit my financial goal for the year, and I took intentional time off.
Love that.
Good job.
We love financial goals.
Added a 3rd baby to the family, moved across the country for my husband's dream job. I'm tired.
For my husband's dream job or from my husband's dream?
For.
Oh, okay. I thought you said from. I was like, oh, shoot. That, moving across the country. I can't even imagine. I moved down the street.
And like 3rd kid is like, that's a big accomplishment. Like 1 kid, 2 kid, all of them is a huge accomplishment. But
2
it is
3
like,
feels like a lot.
You moved like pregnant too. It's a lot. Survived starting a new job and getting pregnant. That's a hard one. Had a baby. Truly, it's such an accomplishment. Like, and it does take up. It feels like, oh, I had a baby, but it seems so small, and it's not. Like, it's genuinely a year of dedication.
Even doing it the 4th time, I was sitting there in the hospital thinking, like, that's crazy we do that.
It is.
It's crazy.
And it's like getting pregnant, pregnancy, postpartum. Like, it's a whole slew of things. I had my first baby. Oh, that's cute.
Lots of babies.
Promoted to lead marketing at Honest.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, that's got to be Alex because she's like the head of social media honest company. You know,
Oh,
Jessica
yeah,
Alba's
yeah,
company.
Yeah.
Did you see that Jessica Alba was in the Super Bowl dancing?
Yes.
She was the only one I recognized. I don't know why. She like I saw her and I'm like, oh, that's Jessica.
I know her.
120 burn boot camps and started my own business. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
So good.
I didn't get to 100 this year. I think I got to like 50.
I don't even know what I got to.
I will have a workout goal eventually, just not in the next 6 months.
We'll get back into it.
Yeah, 100%. Had a second baby boy this year and was able to breastfeed him all year, and I struggled very hard breastfeeding with the first.
That's awesome.
Such a huge accomplishment. Growing a human, hey, that's a huge accomplishment. Oh, this one's yours. Got through my 4th pregnancy. Almost. You did it. You've done it now.
I did it. War is over.
Anyways, we're so proud of you guys, and I think like truly we're all doing so much. And like if you didn't feel like you did enough last year like me, go through your photos of this last year and just see everything you have accomplished. And I think sometimes too it's like the small things that actually make the biggest impact, especially being moms.
Yeah.
Like it's not all these big goals, it's like being there for your kids and like
raising the future generations.
Absolutely. Okay, my last
We're
question.
multiplying and replenishing.
Multiply.
8 kids between us.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like when we go into public with all of our kids, those are all going to be our kids. 8 of them. That's insane.
I can't even think about that. Honestly, it stresses me out. Like I can't believe I'm gonna have 4 kids. Like it's crazy to me. Like when I say it, I'm like, wow.
I can't believe I have 4 kids.
I feel how you felt a little bit with Graham of like where you're kind of mourning your last baby.
Yeah.
As a baby, like Jack.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, oh wow, he's like not gonna be a baby anymore. And it's kind of weird.
It is kind of sad.
Okay, my
but
last
then it's
question.
like once your last baby comes, you're like, okay,
this is meant to be.
This is meant to be.
Okay, my last final question for you is: have you thought about any goals for 2026?
My goal in 2026 is to become the hottest mom I can be.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Are you like a goal setter like at the beginning of the year? Do you set goals and like here's what I'm gonna do?
No, yes. No, they are. Usually Camden and I like have PowerPoints and we're like, here's our financial goals, here's our this goals, and like it is fun to look at it. But truly, I want to survive the first half of this year.
Yeah.
The first 6 months of postpartum. Like I'm very much still in it. And then I'm gonna have my own version of a mommy makeover.
Yes. Okay.
Meaning that like I just want to become like the healthiest, and not just like the way I look, the healthiest version of myself. I know it sounds so cheesy, but like mentally, I just like want to like feel really good. I want to do all the things so that I can be a good mom.
Yeah.
So that is my goal. It's just like I hope that 2027 I'm like feeling hot, feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling like myself.
We'll report back. I
hope we're still doing the
I'm
podcast.
actually not 100%. The podcast is a goal. I'm actually not a big like goal setter at the beginning of the year because I do think I do a lot of goal setting just like
all the time.
In general, yeah. Like I think I'm a pretty
we can't stress ourselves out too much.
Yeah. So I do like I've actually stopped doing like beginning of the year goals because I do think like I constantly do them through the year.
Yeah.
With that said though, this year I have not done any goal setting. And I think this year for me, like there's enough on my plate that I have to do. Like finishing working this year, having a baby, we want to try to move this year. Like those are all things that I'm like gonna do by force.
There's like not really room for you to make goals this year.
No, I mean like once I start feeling better, I'd love to put like a walking goal together, just because like mental health that's good.
Yes, but like no, you just need to like we kind of just need to survive 2026, like thrive as much as we can, but really just like and then I feel like I don't want to put it off. But I feel like 2027, we're both going to be done with having kids.
No, you'll be feeling great by like 2020. Yeah, you'll be feeling great by 2027. I'll be like 6 months apart. I'll be feeling pretty good too.
You'll be feeling pretty good.
I'll be sleeping at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in a different headspace. But I think like, this year it's like, it's survive. And I think it's also like coming into my power of just like being present in what I'm doing. And like not wishing the year away by just like staying busy. More just like.
And slow living.
Enjoying the moment of being sick. We're really happy to be back, you guys.
Lots of changes. This
is probably a long episode because we haven't even really seen each other, and so we have so much like chat about.
We still have so much to chat about, but we won't bore you with all of it.
We won't tell you everything, but this is a great like postpartum pregnancy episode, and just like you're doing so much. Like I think that's the biggest thing is like, and secondly, like this is the year of Horus coming into your power, and like hopefully you feel like that energy of like
just like picturing what's that horse movie?
Spirit?
Yes.
Spirit's a vibe. Like, you should be picturing Spirit. I love Spirit. The music, the soundtrack is amazing.
I can't even think of a single. Should we have a girl section?
I'll DM you. I'll DM you the song. I'm gonna send you some information about the Year of the Horse.
Okay, I'm into this.
Yeah, it's
like it.
Feels good having a motto of like, just think about coming into your power, and it really does make so much sense this
Is
year.
that why you dyed your hair dark?
Yes. I'm a horse.
Because you're like your mane.
My name.
Oh gosh, it's way past
Okay.
my time.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye.